We just got done unboxing the Galaxy Note 10. Today, we are unboxing the Galaxy Note 10 Plus, and they are not the same phones. Let's discuss it. Let's get into this awesome new device by Samsung coming up. Let's go. So what is up, guys? Nick here, helping you to master your technology. Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus unboxing. Earlier today, we unboxed the smaller Note 10, but now we're gonna unbox the bigger boy here, which you've probably seen 1,000 times already, but not on this channel anyway. So you can see Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus right there, QR code at the top, and on the back it says unlocked by Samsung. Again, I went with the 256 gig model. That's plenty of storage. I had the 512 on the Note 10, and I literally still have 400 gigs available, so I'm not going with that option no more, paying for more storage than you need. So you can see right here, Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus, S Pen, wall charger, USB connector, stereo headset, quick start guide, terms and conditions. And on this side, there's nothing at the bottom, just UPC code. So pretty simple, pretty similar to all the Samsung Note boxes before it. So let's go ahead and get this one opened up here so you can see just one tab right here. And we'll slice that open. Goodbye, knife. And let's open this thing up. You can see little terms and conditions in there. And wait for it, wait for it. Yes, I definitely had to do it. I had to go with the Aura Glow color because it just changes so many colors, and I've seen them Huawei phones in the past, and honestly, I was a little envious of some of them colors, so it was time to go with something a little more shiny with the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus Aura Glow. So let's put that baby right there. That's what I was talking about in the earlier video, how we're going to talk about that later. Just a place card for the phone right there. That's nothing to worry about much. You can see I get a black charger. You get a black charger with the Aura Glow edition, which is kind of nice. This is not the 45-watt charger. I have to buy that thing separately, but it's still a super fast charger. So that's pretty cool stuff. Now, right here, we do have a USB connector as mentioned on the back of the box. Again, everything's black, like it all matches. It's pretty nice. And right here, USB-C cable. We don't need to pull that out. And right here, you can see some AKG USB-C headphones. Now, these are pretty good quality headphones, and they have braided cables, so they're going to be very nice in terms of durability. So that's pretty much the contents of the box. Okay, so right here, I forgot to mention this little box right here comes with the SIM card, so you can see I got a little bit reckless, don't really care about that one. You can see terms and conditions. This device is packaged with a screen protector, which I do like because, you know, until you're gonna get yourself a screen protector, it's very nice to have that thing covered up in the meantime. And then it talks to you about Samsung account, quick reference guides, warranty information, things like that. And we'll read that probably absolutely never. So first impressions, this is the big boy. This is the one that feels like the upgrade to the Note 9, which it is. And we get that once in a lifetime on the Note. And the second thing I'm looking at is, look at how reflective this thing is. Like, hey, what is up, guys? Nick here. You see, you can see me right there. Hello, how's it going over there in the reflection? A very reflective phone, but it does seem to change colors in different lighting scenarios, almost like a mirror. So ladies might like this color as well. They don't need a mirror in their bag anymore to do their makeup and stuff. So that's a really nice color here. Don't take that as this is a feminine color. This is just a very, you know, multi-dimensional color. It looks freaking beautiful in person. Now, in store, it kind of looks, you know, really rainbowish, but at home, a lot different. So I think you might like this color if you like popping flashy colors here. You can see nothing on the right side anymore because Samsung has brought the power button and Bixby button into the same key. A volume marker on the left, and then up at the top, you have the SIM card tray, a microphone hole, and at the bottom right here, USB-C, you have your stereo. Also, the other stereo is up in there, the audio, and then camera right there, 4K front-facing camera. S Pen, let's see what color it is for the Aura Glow. I haven't watched any other unboxing, and it is blue like it shows on the box. So let's go ahead and get this thing started up. It is just a beautiful color right here in the Aura Glow. Let me know your thoughts on the Aura Glow down below. So booting it up for the first time, I'm liking this one. This one definitely feels like the Note I'm used to, the big bold Note, but it's just missing a headphone jack. I really don't care much. I mean, I used to love it a lot, but you know what? I got Samsung Buds. I need to start using them. They've been in my bag because I've been sticking with the headphone jack on the Note 9. So let me set this thing up and I'll be right back and show you the phone a little bit more. Okay guys, so here we are at the home screen and wow, just look at that expansive display. That's a dynamic AMOLED display, but I gotta be honest with you. I looked at the Note 10 display already, and I don't see really any difference between these two. Now, I did go ahead and put it in, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the WQHD, and to the trained eye, you can definitely see it a little bit, but it's not that big of a deal. So this is not like the main reason to get this. I think more of the main reason to get this phone is because it has the extra camera. It has 5 cameras, 4 on the back, 1 on the front. It also has the much larger battery at 4,300 milliamp versus like 3,400 milliamp on the Note 10. There's a lot of reasons to get the bigger version over the smaller version, but the display sharpness resolution is not the reason I would pick this over the Note 10. It's probably more the size. But one thing to keep in mind is, as with the smaller one, as with the S10 series, it still is not beating out phones like the OnePlus 7 Pro when it comes to how smooth that 90 hertz feels. This is more like a 60 hertz display, so it's still kind of, old school in that respect. So quickly confirming the software on the Note 10 Plus, you can see Android 9 Pie with the 1.5 UI version on here. Now, I don't expect to see Q on this for several months, even though Google's about to release it very shortly here. I don't see this getting Q for quite some time. So just, if you get this phone, you're gonna have to deal with Android 9 Pie and One UI 1.5. Just love the software, use it for what it is, and be patient because you will get Q, but it's gonna take some time. I also wanna talk about the storage on this phone. This is the 12 gigabyte of RAM. Well, they're basically based with 12 gigs now, so plenty of RAM on the Note 10, as there wasn't enough on the Note 9. There was already enough on the Note 9 at 8 gigabytes, but you get even more at 12. This is the base model with 256 gigabytes, and this gives you 223.6, after they put the software on the phone and things like that. However, what's nice about this phone is you can expand it with micro SD card. I will confirm how much storage it is in the full review. I believe it's 1 terabyte, but I might be wrong on that one. So talking about the phone itself, it feels a lot lighter than Note 9, which I do like. I mean, not extremely lighter, but it feels more like the Note 8's lightness at like 197, 98 grams, somewhere around there. So it's definitely lighter than, iPhone XS Max as well. So big screen and a lighter body, always welcomed. This phone is upgrading on the Note 9 in a few key ways as well. You do have a fingerprint scanner under the display, which is a futuristic fingerprint sensor. I mean, some people still like the physical, but it's still an upgrade in that it's newer, it's different. It's not an upgrade to some in terms of functionality if you do prefer a physical, but it's still there. Wireless power share comes to this phone as well. You can see smudges already, so this is probably going to attract a lot of fingerprints. You can share the power to your watch or whatever device that does wireless charging on this phone. Note 10 and Note 10 Plus are both going to work very well with Windows and Mac. We'll discuss that more in the full review. And also, this thing gives you nice enhancements to the S Pen and S Pen Air actions. So you're going to be able to hover through pictures and music and things like that, raise the volume. So we'll talk about that more again when we get more in depth on this phone. But really, I mean, this phone is packing quite a few neat features. You're gonna be able to highlight text a lot easier with this, with the S Pen as well. So overall, Snapdragon 855, 12 gigabytes of RAM, beautiful large display. Really, this is the main thing. You're just losing out on the headphone jack. If this phone had a headphone jack, again, it would be the most complete phone in the world to most people, except for missing out on the 90 hertz display. So since we don't have a headphone jack, let's have a listen to the audio. This is my Note 10 unboxing from earlier today.
In the glorious white color. Now, the Aura Glow is beautiful. We'll talk about that color a little bit
Let me go ahead and bring the microphone in for more dramatic effect.
Channel. But this is the white color, and it looks pretty nice so far. Very small, smaller than I thought it was going to be. Over here it says Samsung. I guess that's just a place card to hold the phone. We don't need that today. Over here we do have a fast charger.
So you can see that the audio quality that you're getting out of this phone is still superb out of the speaker. So huge thumbs up there, as if most phones don't have good speakers. This one still has some really good speakers. Bluetooth is going to be very fast to connect, and you get USB-C headphones out of the box. So I don't think audio is going to be a huge issue for you. So I want to talk a little bit about the S Pen on the Note 10. It feels a little bit higher quality than the Note 9's felt. There was a little wiggle at the top of the Note 9, and here it just fits in there tighter, just feels a little higher quality. The pen itself, it's just a better S Pen, and I've already written with it, and it feels a little bit smoother to the display. So again, Samsung has improved the S Pen. Each iteration, it seems like they just find a way to make it feel just a little bit better quality. It's not drastic, but still a little bit better there. Also, you still get all those features that you're used to and love from Samsung, and they're now in a list form, and they're brought down to the side of the display, so they're not like, up here in a big circular form. They're right here, a little bit closer to where you probably would put the pen initially. 4300 milliamp hour battery. I'm expecting some excellent battery life here, but I just want to take a couple of pictures with this camera and tell you the main differences between this camera and the Samsung Galaxy, the smaller Note 10's camera. Mainly, there's one huge difference, and that is video background blurring. And that's huge if you're a professional and you take videos professionally and you want to have just a little bit more fine-tuned control. Even if you're just trying to have fun and make a nice movie and you want a background blur, the video can do that here with that fourth camera here on the Galaxy Note 10 Plus. So that's a really nice touch. You have that on the S10 5G as well. So this is nice. You have 5 cameras on here versus the smaller one. We'll get more in depth 4K front-facing camera on here as well. So that's going to be great. So the last thing I want to do is take a look at some bigger phones that are like compared to this phone, like you would think to compare side by side. Now the Note 9 is the first one. And wow, Samsung has managed to make the Note 9 look a little bit dated by comparison with those bezels next to the Note 10 Plus. However, this doesn't make the Note 9 a bad phone. This phone is excellent in every respect, and it's pretty much the most well-rounded phone I've ever used in my life. We'll see how good the Note 10 stacks up next to this one in some future videos. But you can see size-wise, lighter but still more screen. It also feels a little bit thinner, just about as wide, maybe even wider actually. So big phone here in the Galaxy Note 10 Plus, but that's what Note users been loving forever. It's just a very large phone. Taking a look at the Note 8 versus the Note 10 Plus, it's a little bit hard to see that darker black color. You can see a very big phone in the Note 8, but the Note 10 Plus just towers over that one as well. Arguably one of the hardest decisions of the year, the OnePlus 7 Pro next to the Note 10 Plus. Stick around to the channel because I'm going to review these two in depth together, and you're going to want to see it if you're having a hard time deciding between these two. But definitely the OnePlus 7 Pro is up there with the size of the Note 10. The Note 10 Plus just a lot more, I would say, boxy. Note 10 Plus, iPhone XS Max. Towering over the XS Max as well, making the XS Max not look small, but just to look a little bit like it's inferior to the Samsung in terms of hardware. So Apple needs to step up their game again as Samsung keeps coming with the heat with the hardware. It's like a back and forth. Apple comes out with a nice phone, Samsung comes out with a phone. Apple comes out with a phone, but Samsung's in the lead here right now, I think, over the XS Max. Let's take a look at it next to its brother, the little brother, Samsung Note 10. You could just see how small those really are compared to the Note 10 Plus. Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus, I do have a skin on it right there. If you want to know where I got that, let me know. I'll leave a link down below. Definitely a big phone in the S10 Plus, but gets towered over again by the Note 10 Plus. And lastly, Google's Pixel 3 XL, which will be updated very shortly to the Pixel 4 XL. We'll have that one on the channel as well. And you can see Pixel 3 XL is pretty wide, just like this Note 10 Plus, but not quite as tall. So very big phone in a Note 10 Plus overall. So that's it for me. We gave you a first look at this phone, kind of get a first idea about it. Big, large display, no headphone jack. We do have a nice improved S Pen for it, triple camera on the rear. Actually, you can call it a quad camera, but the fourth camera is not really used that often unless you're going to be doing video with blurring in the background. Front-facing 4K camera, large like you've always liked it. Really, this is like an improved Note 9 with just no headphone jack on the phone. That's about the best I could sum it up so far, but you're going to want to stick around for the details. I didn't cover a lot of things in this video about this phone, so be subscribed for that. And let me know any questions, comments, concerns you have, or video ideas you want to see on the Note 10 Plus down below. I will catch you all in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Nick here helping you to master your technology. Be sure to be well, and peace.